Hello there, it's a Friday, a new topic. Alright, lately in my work, as you know, I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, so people come to see me to overcome a certain issue. And one distinct problematic situation that lots of people have been coming to see me, especially in the last few weeks, is one of relationship. And we know that relationship is definitely very, very challenging. I'm not trying to sound negative here, but think about it. Example, without health. So long you do not eat too badly and you exercise, somehow you will keep your health at bay. Career, even how bad the business may be, the business world, the economy, now the shares and the market, somehow we still manage step by step. Of course, some years are better than the others, but somehow we manage. But there's one thing that will really give someone heart attack, maybe high blood pressure, is one of relationship. I wonder why. And I'm not referring, of course, relationship to just only the boy-girl relationship, but also with your neighbor, with your friends, with your colleague, with your bosses, one of those. But let's focus now on the intimate relationship with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, or partners. All right, why is that so challenging? It's interesting. Boy meet girl, and for some reason they are attracted, they like each other, and so they decide to be together, perhaps even to live a life together. But yet it's so challenging that to keep the relationship at bliss perhaps, or happy. And I often say that when two persons comes together, the reason for them to want to live a life is because they can add to each other's life and not take away. The friction, the tension, the differences do not add, but actually cause a lot of stain, I call them, cause a lot of unhappiness, cause a lot of just friction, that deep inside you're just not happy, all right? You don't like it when your partner says something and you're like, what? And one very interesting observation, I'll call that. Boy, girl, okay, of course it could be man, lady, all right? But I'll just use boy, girl, you want to get my point, right? There's always one party that somehow is the one that give much more, and the other person somehow just take, and the taker is the one that gives a lot of problem, and in fact will not even see the problem they created and insist the one that gives a lot and pinpoint at where their faults are. Of course, I'm not saying that the person that gives a lot is faultless in that sense. For example, I have a case, this guy is just wonderful. He's at the back court of this girlfriend of his, and even provides quite a lot, financially. I'm not saying money is everything, but still, he's doing so much for her. Such a giver, such a wonderful person. But yet, the woman is, picking, and this is not right, and that's not what I'm happy about. You should be this way and that way. Interesting. But anyhow, what's the solution? I don't have one. What I would gather is that whoever is the giver and they enter a relationship that they feel so the injustice, or they feel bad about it, you know what? Relax. This is your spiritual practice. Whether you're eventually going to be with that person or not, well, if it's meant to be, it shall be. But what's more important, if you can enter into a relationship and use that as a spiritual practice, as I mentioned, it's not about getting happiness in the relationship. It's by being conscious in the relationship that what sort of make you unhappy, or sort of what awareness that comes to you that it sits well with you, what you have done is good, and that reminds you that you're a good person. And in case if you did some mistake, correct it. But it is indeed your spiritual practice to be able to grow and evolve. Well, the person that's a taker, the person that's being silly or even stupid about it, is not going to be any happier in his or her life in any case. But if you are that giver, you are that person that deep down your heart that you know that you have done so much, that's more than enough. And take that as a spiritual practice. The next time I come on, I'm going to elaborate on this spiritual practice, how you can be conscious about it, and how you actually can get bliss out of a not so pleasant situation. All right, me time, stay well.